The man was originally a billionaire, but he hid away in a poor village to retire. But the village chief thought he was truly poor, so he brought some food to visit the man. He even brought a photographer to take pictures. When the billionaire heard there would be photos, he immediately changed into a suit. During the photo shoot, the village chief looked more like the one being helped. The reason the billionaire lived in the poor village was to raise his son properly, because a life of hardship could better shape a person's good character. So the billionaire never told his son his real identity. The son also studied very hard, and he got the top score in the entire city. On the day the results came out, the son's teacher came to their home. She congratulated the son on becoming the top student, and said the school wanted to promote this achievement, so they would host a banquet for the son. The billionaire was invited to attend. The billionaire agreed. On the day of the banquet, on his way to the banquet, he ran into his cousin. The cousin, unaware of his identity, mocked him for being a junk collector, and even flaunted his wealth in front of him. But the billionaire ignored him, in a hurry to get to his son's banquet, and turned away without saying a word. When he arrived at the banquet, he was stopped outside because of his shabby clothes. When he explained he came to attend the banquet, the server didn't believe him and kicked him out. At that moment, the billionaire saw his son and quickly called him over. The son came over and told the server that this poorly dressed man was his father. One of the son's classmates heard this and mocked his father for looking like a trash picker. Just as the billionaire was about to get angry, the business association president walked over. When the president learned this man was the boy's father, he was both shocked and angry. He scolded the billionaire for his clothes, saying he was embarrassing his son. The billionaire explained he didn't mean to. He didn't know the banquet would be so grand. The president didn't want to hear his excuse and went straight into the banquet. Everyone else followed behind. After entering, the billionaire calmly ate his food, but was ridiculed by everyone, especially by his cousin, who harshly accused him of having no manners. The son defended his father, but was belittled by the cousin as well. He said the son would eventually come begging for help. The son felt angry, but his teacher told him to endure it. The cousin then said an important person would arrive today and sit at their table. He told the billionaire not to embarrass his son. Before the billionaire could react, the president suddenly began to speak. Everyone turned their attention to him. The president first congratulated the son on becoming #1. Then he asked everyone to welcome the important guest. Everyone looked toward the entrance. They saw a female chairwoman of a corporation enter. Everyone stood up to welcome her, but the billionaire remained seated, eating. The cousin angrily scolded the billionaire, but then the chairwoman walked over to the billionaire and bowed to him in front of everyone. She said the billionaire was the real important person. Everyone was shocked. The president and the cousin immediately changed their attitude.